Hello everybody, welcome to my new office space. I just kicked something across the floor and I don't know what it was. I've got myself an Izzy and I want to talk a little bit about some influencer scams. No matter how much you hate them and no matter how many influencers get called out, the scams just keep coming back. I would like to put a disclaimer before all of this. All of the influencers that I mentioned in this video, I'm not trying to hate on or anything. This is more of a commentary on the companies themselves that are manipulating these influencers into promoting their brands. Now, being an influencer is not a stable job at all. I understand that. I have been trying to get this channel to work for like 5 years almost. So I understand that it's a steep slope to climb to become actually popular on this app, and then to maintain that popularity and make money consistently off of this. So a lot of influencers will find different ways to make revenue in the form of like sponsorships or merch. By the way, I have merch on the linked below. It's linked below. It's nice, I like it. Another example of YouTubers trying to create other sources of revenue is beauty gurus. They create their own like makeup lines. And of course there have been fiascos with makeup lines in the past. That's not what I'm going to look at today though. The problem itself arises when the influencers who are being reached out to don't read too closely into what the sponsor actually is, or the brand that's trying to work with them. In the case of Tana and Gabby with the brush scandal that happened a few years ago, both of them promoting brushes on their Instagram, and then these packages getting lost in the mail, coming broken, or taking 5 years to arrive. Like, it was an entire ordeal. And I know that Tana and Gabby aren't perfect, but I have a feeling that they had no idea what they were getting themselves into with that. And they kind of were just like, oh, you're going to pay me money to promote your brushes? I will. Like, totally. There's also a whole phenomenon going on TikTok of people getting paid to do ads or sponsorships for brands and not disclosing that they're ads. Danny Gonzales actually made a phenomenal video on that. I'll link that below and it'll be in the card up top as well. Now, the one specific thing that I want to talk about today is the current Reflect screen break scandal. Now, I'm going to talk about Reflect first because it came first. Valkyrae, a YouTube streamer, someone who I am a big fan of, actually, she launched a skincare line back in October that was meant to protect your skin from the blue light emitted from screens. I was a big fan of her, like I said. I still am. I still love her to death. So I was able to observe the launching and the hype that she created for it from a fan perspective. My mom has always been super conscious of blue light and the dangers of blue light. And to be fair, we don't really know what it does. I think that it has been proven that it doesn't do what a lot of people are trying to claim that it does, but we also don't fully know the effects of it. So whenever she launched this line, I fully believed that that could be something that was honest and true. I didn't buy it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, I bought it and now I'm going to talk about why it was awful. I didn't buy it. I know that a lot of people did, because a lot of people have a lot of trust in her, and she's not a dishonest person. But so many people who didn't really know her and just knew about this controversy at the surface level kind of immediately assumed that she was an awful person and tried bullying her offline. She had to shut down Reflect because of the amount of people coming after her and the brand. She said something in DMs with one of her friends, Ludwig, about how she was naive and it was a big oversight on her part and she should have done more or done better. To me, it seems like she was approached by a brand who was taking advantage of her and her fans and wanted to help her create a skincare product. And she was probably really excited about the idea that she could have her own skincare product and like was immediately sold on it. Whenever it was pitched to her as a blue light protecting skincare product, I don't think she really knew whether that was a thing or not, and just had assumed, because they showed her all these pseudo-scientific claims, just assumed that it was real and that it was true. And so her, being naive and excited that she could have her own skincare line, accepted the company's offer to become a creator of this, even though she just basically marketed for them. I don't think she created. Now, I don't have any evidence to back this up. You're welcome to prove me wrong. I'm always open to people proving me wrong on these videos in the comments. I read all of your comments. Hi, quick side note. I did say that I didn't have any evidence, but if you read in the DMs and stuff like that, this is all based off of stuff that has been alluded to and stuff like that. So while I don't have concrete evidence that says that this isn't Ray's company, it's somebody else's company with Ray, she has spoken about the fact that she worked with a different company. I believe that the product was already developed and she was just meant to be brought on as a creator of it as well, but mostly just there to market it. There's this article that I found by the Washington Post where she says here, misstep? I wouldn't call this a misstep. I think this is bigger than a misstep. I really think that she was naive and excited about having her own skincare line and was taken advantage of. Toast and Saikuno actually came to her aid, two really close friends of her, to defend her character in this entire fiasco. Toast said, Ray has never shown me to be malicious or calculating. She has shown me to be naive and impulsive and too trusting, overly loyal to people and organizations that don't necessarily deserve her loyalty. And unfortunately, that means she's susceptible to being taken advantage of. And I think that that is exactly what happened in this scenario. So, like I said, she was basically bullied into shutting it down because so many people were calling out the pseudoscience and the fact that that is just a blatant scam. And so, very quietly, Reflect was shut down. For the end of this segment, I would like to view the original Reflect commercial because I feel like it provides some important context.
Alright guys, let me see your screen time stats. What's yours? Oh, what's mine? 8 hours? There's no way! But all that screen time started to take a toll on my body and my skin. So I did something about it, because we all know screens aren't going anywhere. Meet Reflect. It's the skincare collection that's for everyone who uses a screen. I worked with experts to figure out the best and safest ingredients for blue light protection.
So she talks about how she worked with people to develop this anti-blue light serum. And she also stated in a tweet, she said that they had shown her like scientific proof of the fact that this works. And that's why she believed it. And I think that's the problem, was that obviously it was pseudoscience, it wasn't real, but she was trusting of them. She was trusting of them to show her truths. And that's just not what happened. Also, a group of professionals I read actually disproved exactly why these ingredients right here don't do anything for blue light protection. So.
And RE3, a special blend of rice extracts that work together to protect the skin against blue light pollution.
Or you could just wear SPF.
Guys, the Aura Reset Facial Gel Cleanser is the best. It completely resets my skin to clean and clear. I won't go near your screen without it. Then I power up my skin's defense stats with the Screen Shield Defense Face Moisturizer. It's not greasy, and it really works to hydrate and brighten my skin. I use it with my cleanser every day for a little extra.
Can I just say, this is super off topic, but her skin is so clear.
Late night streaming sessions make my eyes look tired and dull. The Eye Revive Gel Treatment is such a lifeline, it brings my eyes back to life. The Resurrection Eye Mask is literally a lifesaver when I need to look awake fast. Blue light affects lips too. Thankfully, our lip guard protects against blue light and gives me an instant boost of hydration. What I wanted to create with Reflect was a collection that could help people protect themselves against blue light pollution. Because when you feel your best, you can reflect your best.
So, that was Ray's. Now, I want us to look at another commercial, and I want you to play Spot the Difference with me.
Meet Screen Break, Item Beauty's blue light and anti-pollution face mist. I'm on my phone and my laptop a lot, and if you don't know, the blue light that comes from devices can actually cause skin fatigue. So this is clinically proven to
Hold on, pause. What is that shot? Can we...
fatigue.
What is that?
So this is clinically proven to help protect your skin from those artificial blue lights. It's also great because it helps hydrate and tone, a fresher feeling skin.
Wait, I find this... Hold on. This is interesting. Hold on. I'm gonna run a little bit of an experiment. Okay, so these are the ingredients in Ray's Reflect. These are the ingredients in Addison Rae's whatever the hell. Okay, one of them is the same. Niacinamide, if that's how you say it, is in this as well. And then rather than dandelion extract, Rae's has prickly pear extract.
I keep it with me all throughout the day and spray it anytime I need a screen break.
And that was that. We have a few things to talk about, huh? About 10 days ago, Addison Rae launched that. I believe it is also her own product. I looked it up and I couldn't get any definitive results about that. It is based on the exact same pseudoscience as Reflect, and it feels like the exact same company, just using a different Rae to be the face and the creator of the brand and essentially take the fall for them. Rae's brand was a whole skincare line. Addison's brand is just the one like little spray bottle. It feels like they took the same ingredients, or at least a few of the same, or like in the same like family, changed the packaging a little bit, changed what the product is a little bit, because you'll remember Rae's was cream and Addison's is like a spray. Found a different influencer with a different fan base that hopefully would not know that Rae had been taken advantage of in this way. It really feels like, just like with Rae, that Addison was taken advantage of, where they were like, hey, do you want to have your own like skincare / beauty product that will be in like stores and stuff? Because we have one and you can be like the co-creator of it, but you can't actually create it because we already have it created. We just need you to pretend like you made it so that whenever we inevitably get in trouble for it because it's a scam, you will be the one who has to pay for it. And that's why I made this whole video, is not because of the influencers who are promoting it, but because of the company who's doing this to these influencers. Although I will say that with Addison, it should have been a lot easier for her to just do a quick Google search and figure out what was going on. But I will say that Addison is also a kid, and it's not even just Addison that wasn't paying attention to this. This mist is in Sephora. Sephora, as a bigger brand, should know that it's a scam and should also be able to do the simple Google search a lot easier than even Addison doing it. Not to mention that according to Rae's DMs to Ludwig, Ulta Beauty had invested a bit of money into Reflect, her skincare line, and since that was a relatively big controversy and Ulta Beauty had invested in that line, Sephora should already know about what happened to Reflect. It's funny because actually Rae had something to say about it. Whenever this was released and the public was being made aware of this issue, Rae took to Twitter. I'm rebanding to just Valky. How is this real? I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same company. And that's what I'm saying. They just found a different influencer with a younger and more impressionable fan base. 2 separate platforms, TikTok, YouTube, gaming, beauty, you know, and then tried to start all over again with a different group of people. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's just crazy to me that companies are able to create these scams and are like getting away with it because the companies themselves aren't getting flamed. It's the social media influencers that they are using to bite the bullet. The influencers themselves are not 100% totally innocent. They need to pay closer attention to what they're being offered and read into it and do some more investigation before just accepting a sponsorship from anywhere. Let's, as a whole, as a community, fix the problem with the company rather than going after the young and impressionable influencers. Anyways, that's all that I had to say about this. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, hit the subscribe button, the like button, do all the things that all the other YouTubers ask you to do. I don't know, share it with a friend, be nice, and go get yourself an Izzy, because mine's finished, and you deserve one. Buy my merch. That's all. Bye.